Hey, how's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing well today or tonight, wherever you are. Welcome back to B Gaming. Today, once again, we're continuing on with the MLB The Show 21 franchise mode. Yeah, but as always, I hope you're doing well today or tonight, wherever you are. Um, like and subscribe to B Gaming, it'd be much appreciated. Appreciated. Trying to get the viewers up, get the subscribers up. Like, comment, favorite the video, all that type of stuff if you like it. Hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I'm doing new videos. I try and do new videos as much as I can. Yeah, here we go again. Play some baseball. And enjoy ourselves. Baseball and just chilling and relaxing. Alright, so we'll advance today here. Fuck the sounds of the show because it's annoying as heck. Still don't know how to turn it off. And we will play our next game. Oh, he's gonna be gassed next game, eh? That's okay. As long as we can get 6 out of him. I mean, the last start with Hunjin really pissed me off. Like, man, I was so mad. Look at all the cold, 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 cold. It's fine, cool. All those guys are hot, so. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to switch things around here for a second. Put you here. Does Gurriel need a day off? Okay, yeah, I had a feeling he needed a day off. Alright, so we're gonna give George Springer the leadoff spot today. He's hitting leadoff today. Or hold on, we're making decisions here. let's try this lineup. Have a puff. We'll start the game. I'm gonna puff while the game is introducing itself.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Pacific Northwest and T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Seattle Mariners. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Steven Matz, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the fours coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Joaquin Diaz. He looks at a called strike. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, nothing better than winning that last game at home before you go on a long road trip. They have the opportunity to do that today. Let's see if they get it done.
No doubt about it, Dero. They're looking to embark on an 8-game road trip. First things first, win this one here. Worry about getting on that bird for 8 games after this one here today.
Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Fouled off. He'll try again, 1-2. Inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Spoils another one, and this is exactly what you're looking for out of your leadoff hitter. And another foul ball. Hit in the air out to left field. Marmolejo is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, there's some definite concern about Joey Gallo right now. He's coming off a month where he hit in the low 200s. I mean, he barely put up any resistance at all. That's not what you expect for him, and I'm sure he's working hard to try to figure it out and turn things around.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. As he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the other half, it's 0-1. The average coming in at 266, 27 homers, and 76 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just getting started here in Seattle. Here's a drive out toward left center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Man, I don't think he could have dissected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball one. The key is to drive in a run here in the early going. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. And there are our umpires for this one.
Excuse me.
Strikes will be Mr. Daryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Daryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there, but that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Comes set, the 0-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Here's Joey Gallo now. He's fighting to stay on that AL home run leaderboard as he finds himself ranked number 10 in the league entering play here today. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Seager is under it. And that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. Mike Clevenger, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in his last start, he picked up his 9th win of the season. It's always nice to get into double digits, and nothing he'd like to do more than to pitch well in this one and pick up his 10th victory of the year.
Now to the plate, here is Sam Haggerty. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. 0-1 the count. The pitch. This one's flared out toward left. In there, a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, this looks like it could be a high-scoring affair. Home team comes up now, and they've got something brewing in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, 100%. Anytime you put that leadoff batter on base, that spells disaster for the pitcher. You don't know. You can work the bunt, hit and run. I forgot. They don't bunt or hit and run.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And Dan D-Row, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. J.P. Crawford is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Into the box, Kyle Lewis, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
In the dirt here, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here. Here comes the 1-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Runner in scoring position with Sugan. And this is foul tipped at the plate. Right on the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. The 0-2 offering. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Count remains at 0-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. Toronto leads this one 1-0. Now at the plate is Eugenio Suarez.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
First offering on its way. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Hey, guys, it's obvious he's not picking the ball up. He's out in front on 2 off-speed pitches and now finds himself 0-2. Going to have to find a way to stay back if he's going to battle through this AB.
The 1-2. Jammed him there as this is rolled out to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
Batting 7.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And I'm going to focus on J.P. Crawford right now. He is one of the slickest defenders in the game. Real smooth going to his left and right, and he has a bazooka for an arm.
Here's George Springer. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting 8. The catcher, number 8.
At the plate now, Reese McGuire, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Springer, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
And he fights this one off here to foul it off to the left, and that holds the count at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9.
So it's a runner at first with Sagan. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. takes a look. Now the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. A runner on first with two away. Line toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. Springer rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead to 2.
And these guys are showing some consistency in the early going here. Got a run in the first inning, and this double ensures that they'll at least get a run here in the second.
Plate, Joaquin Diaz. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Toronto.
Yeah, I'm really starting to like this Reyes guy, to be honest.
Last half of the second set to go, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Mitch Haniger.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Haniger carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So here now is Ty France. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and an even 20 RBIs. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Drilled to the left side. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And that'll bring up Shed Long Jr. First pitch of the AB now. And so take a look at ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. McGuire recovers, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 2 full. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Mariners nothing. New inning set to get underway, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1, taken just off the inside. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. 1-1.
No, that's down.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he gets him to wave at that one. It's 2-2. This one's down to third. And a sliding effort there, but that ball had eyes, and the leadoff man's on base to start the inning. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we call on the team leaderboard, you can see that he currently paces the Blue Jays in that category. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. Struck out in his first at bat. The 1-0.
Hey!
Hit out towards second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat it.
That's in there. Base hit. LeMahieu rounds third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. And he takes ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Here it comes, 1-0.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You can tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. Here now the 2-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And the sinker runs too low here as he loses him. It's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Could be a big inning.
So now into the box is Eugenio Suarez. He's
Possibly.
0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too. When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking at keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Smoke toward third. He'll throw home with it, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make
That
a
was
big
a
play,
huge
you've
break.
got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
George Springer the next to hit, and on the first pitch he grounds foul. And that misses 1-1. Guerrero on third. Gallo over at second. Suarez on at first with nobody out.
Ball 2.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
The 2-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss to throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And a big hit here with the bases loaded could really put this one out of reach early on.
At the ball.
Just missing here, 2-0.
2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Scooped up to second for 1. One's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Now here comes the Mariners skipper out to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Yusei Kikuchi is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Franmil Reyes will be the first one to greet him now, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and 2 out in the inning. From the belt, the pitch. Skied down the left field line. Marmolejo under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Blue Jays on top, 5-0.
Back now for the Mariners' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Specifically, power has been nowhere to be found. They enter the day with the lowest slugging percentage and fewest home runs in the league, which has led to a lot of media criticism, especially locally. One player told me, it's obviously a huge problem that we need to figure out as a group, but until we start driving the ball like we think we can, we need to find other ways to score runs and support our pitching staff. We'll see if they can show some signs of improvement as time goes on, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Man, this pitcher is on right now. Pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
And the pitch on 2-1. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Luis Torrens is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. A ball and 2 strikes to the Mariners catcher. Hit in the air down the right field line. Dias is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Next, it'll be Sam Haggerty, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1.
Hey, it's nearly impossible to turn two with a guy that can run like this. It's even harder when he comes out of the box hitting from the left side. You really need something tailor-made to even have a chance to get him at first.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope, up there.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
0-1's the count.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. On the season, Dias is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here.
Ball, that's it.
Ball 1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And it's gone as they add still another. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never
Just
forget.
said that he's not a home run guy, and then he just crushes one.
50 years from now, who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Sends DJ LeMahieu into the box as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Fly ball out toward right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. 1 away. Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit in the air down the right field line. Haniger in pursuit. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate.
Excuse me.
First delivery to him.
Nope.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Lewis waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Mariners nothing. Stepping up is Kyle Lewis. And D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Here's the 3rd baseman now, Kyle Seager. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Lifted into center field. On the move is Springer. He can't get to it. This one's down.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Yes, he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Ready with the 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Seager, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted down the line in left, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
This guy's struggling.
He's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
To the plate now, Ty France. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
As a look, now the pitch. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners lead 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Joey Gallo. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
No.
Left side, but well foul. The windup and the 0-1.
Just can't hit with the guy at the moment.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Next up is Eugenio Suarez. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First offering on its way. To the left side, but it's well foul. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 4.
Now to the plate, George Springer. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, pretty deflating at bat right there, Matty. Not only for him, but the team as well. He's got to find a way to pull a trigger. Can't get caught guessing with runners in scoring position.
The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Leading up for the Mariners.
Here's the first pitch to him. Shed Long Jr. is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Popped him up. McGuire has a play. He's got it 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. So next to hit is Jose Marmolejos. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. And he fouls this one off. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Tatis takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher.
Next, it'll be Luis Torrens. He flew out in his last AB. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 2-2 offering. Struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. They still find themselves down 6-0. So stepping in is Reese McGuire. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
Ripped down the first base line. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. 1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. First pitch on the way. On the ground to the left side. Crawford gloves it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Those jump throws are always some of the most exciting plays you'll see. So here it is again with Show Track. Shows off some great range, and is still somehow able to get a lot behind the throw as his momentum was taking him the other way. Not everybody can make that play. Standing in now, Joaquin Diaz. Swing and a liner. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Grounded to short. Crawford has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. They lead it 6.
Leading up for the Mariners, the second baseman, Sam Haggerty.
Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher. Able to pound the zone with all different options.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Stepping in now, J.P. Crawford, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2. Misses for ball
Count
one.
is 1 and 2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box, Kyle Lewis. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And that's through for a hit. And that means the inning stays alive with 2 away for Kyle Seager. Ready now is Kyle Seager. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him. No balls and a strike to count.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Seager behind with an 0-2 count.
0 and 2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Lewis is off at first with 2 away. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 1 left for Seattle. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in is the power. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, now the Mariners get some action in the bullpen as a left-hander's begun to get loose. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And now the first pitch.
Ball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
Should have been called a strike.
A diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
Now batting, designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Fly ball right down the line.
Come on.
Marmolejos is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Next, here is Joey Gallo, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now here's the first offering. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Here's the 2-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Lewis. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays held in check, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Brad Peacock gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
Number 41, Brad.
Bottom of the inning now, and up next, the corner outfielder Mitch Haniger.
The right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Fly ball right down the line in left. Reyes moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 23, Ty France.
So now here is Ty France, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0. Peacock, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Batter will be Shed Long Jr. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, he's got to make an adjustment. You could tell this guy's been struggling with the bat in his hands. He's got a lot of frustration. He's gripping the bat too tight. He needs to relax, take a deep breath, and have a productive AB right here.
He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Jays are out in front, 6-0.
Leading off for Toronto, the third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
Try and get a hit with Suarez or break his hitting streak.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded to third.
Damn.
Has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Stepping in next, George Springer. He was thrown out at second trying to stretch a base hit into a double in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch.
Ball inside.
The 1-0. Six runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. 1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1.
Almost maybe swing. Pretty close.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Giving chase is Haniger. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Digging in will be Reese McGuire. He grounded out last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, come
Turned
on.
on, but it's wide at first and foul. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Haniger will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in the outfielder, Jose Marmolejos. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. And the pitch. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate now, Luis Torrens. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Nope,
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Hit to third. He's right there. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now back, second baseman, Sam Haggerty.
Up next, Sam Haggerty. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch on its way. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Really dotting the corners here with the fastball. 0-2.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. High in the air down the right field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll toss this one on to first as they're kept off the scoreboard again, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. We've played 8 full. Toronto leads. Into the box, Franmil Reyes. He bounced out last time up.
The left fielder, number 33, Franmil Reyes.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball, 10.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Popped him up. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first out. Now into the box, Joaquin Diaz grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down. Next up, DJ LeMahieu. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Weighing inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Now batting. Shortstop. Number 15.
In now, Fernando Tatis Jr. This is line to left. Marmolejos finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. Now at the plate, J.P. Crawford. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out. And over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
The pitch.
Ball, that's out.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That 2-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well executed 2-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
At the plate, Kyle Lewis. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here it comes. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And no one will track it down.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Mariners are now down to their final out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
Into the box now, Kyle Seager. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Last chance for the Mariners.
Nope.
Wastes a pitch on the knuckle curve there. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
6-0 the final shutout score today. Toronto jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Clevenger gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Steven Matz couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. Brad Peacock takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up.
Why did he get it?
Rosa, Dan
Maybe I
Plesac,
guess
Heidi
because he
Watkey,
did
and our whole
3
crew, I'm
innings
Matt
type
Vasgersian.
thing.
You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. first for the victorious Blue Jays. 6 runs, 11 hits.
Alright, team's gonna get a break. It's just what I need, because Syndergaard wasn't gonna have enough energy if we freaking had a game. So
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday.
gosh, the Yankees keep winning. Stop winning, New York. Right, at Washington. 75 and 44. That's pretty good. Yeah, we right there. We right there. Oh, double digits. I like it. Double digits.
Just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in our nation's capital. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals. Interleague Baseball comes your way next. Joe Ross, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
And now in the box, George Springer. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Alright, we're just gonna have a puff and we'll continue on.
First offering. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Roll. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He'll start this one at 269. 27 homers and 76 driven in. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Zips it to Castro for one. On the first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So a runner at first with one out now. That'll bring up Christian Yelich. From the belt, kicks and deals. High in the air out to center field. Robles waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting nine for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, this lineup could really benefit if Christian Yelich could find his groove. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. It looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 15 long balls and 44 RBIs. Comes set with the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
The 0-2 once more.
The count is 1 and 2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
The 1-2 pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Noah Syndergaard, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Here now is Trey Turner, and as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. As he'll go after the first pitch to him, comes up empty. It's strike 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to roll throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Trey Turner is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. To the plate now, Luis Garcia. And he puts it on the ground to second. But maybe towards second, he's got it. And quickly there are 2 away.
Batting third.
And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games.
The hell was that?
He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
That's popped up. Here comes Yelich. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing. But, hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
A swing and a miss and a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Now is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Roll. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down in the way. This is a good ball club.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 13.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Robles is right there, one down.
Time for a look at the Curly W on D. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells.
And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
And up steps Salvador Perez as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Ready with the 0-1, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Blue Jays have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Standing in now, Noah Syndergaard, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, and this is kicked out there by Castro.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Here's George Springer. Hard hit to first. Bell picks it up. The second for 1. Good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the 1. Josh Bell the next to hit.
Leading up for the Nationals, the first baseman, Josh.
First pitch on the way. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Bouncer to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Batting 6, the second baseman.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And I'd like to focus on Salvador Perez, the man who dons the tools of ignorance behind the dish. He's a clubhouse leader. He's one of the best pitch framers in the game. He's like a soft blanket back there for this pitching staff.
So here's Starlin Castro, reined in, throwing time at first for out number 2.
Batting 7, the center fielder.
So next to bat will be Victor Robles. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Jays lead it 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Schwarber is there, one away. So one gone for him here in the inning, but as you take a look at the standings, you can see they enter play with a 3-game lead in the division race. So one away in the Toronto third. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. Here's the first pitch to him. On a line, that's a base hit.
Look at him fight to stay inside that baseball and push it in a 5.5 hole. That's the Tony Gwynn spot.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
For the first pitch, a check at first. A tag, and
Like,
he's
how
out as
did-
he can't get back in time.
Decisions
standing
like that have
there.
to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem. So that wasn't very smart baseball.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll go after
That's
a hard
so
sinker that
annoying.
time and falls behind 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Chopped at the plate. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Jays are out in front, 1-0. And now for Washington, Yan Gomes. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on the way. As he'll take a look at ball one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. 1-2. Here it comes. Struck him out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Joe Ross. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
1-2 to the Nationals pitcher. Bases are empty, one man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, you know AL pitchers must love pitching in NL
batter, number
ballparks because
7.
all of a sudden they're only
Shortstop.
facing 8 legitimate hitters in the lineup instead of 9. Kind of makes you wonder why any free agent pitcher would ever decide to pitch in the AL, doesn't it?
But speedy Trey Turner digs in now. As he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He went down swinging to start the home first. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this.
Just killing it, as always.
All set for the start of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And so watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Oh. 2-2 now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as we show you the Blue Jays leaderboard, you can see he finds himself number 4 on the list. Here's Joey Gallo now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. A line shot to third base. And they got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio.
Next to bat for Toronto, Eugenio Suarez. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. From the stretch.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Two and 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Guerrero stands at first with 1 out. Hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit.
The catcher, number 14, Salvador Perez.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone. 1 strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Too much dip on the sinker. Laid off for a ball. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And it's fouled away. 2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And Ross throws a breaking ball to freeze him up and catch him looking.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. The 0-1 offering. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. Turner loves it, and the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. The Blue Jays leave a pair, but they're up 1-0. Stepping in once again is Luis Garcia. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now batting.
Here now is Juan Soto. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home fourth.
No right fielder, number 12, Kyle.
Striding in now for the Nats, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's
off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. 1-1 to Schwarber.
What a well-executed sinker right there. There's really nothing you can do with that pitch. You're either burying it into the ground or fouling it off your shin.
Fouled away. The 1-2. And another foul ball. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Nationals gone in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back to the top of the order now. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. First offering on its way. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The batter, the second baseman.
No one on with 1 down, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Chopper to short. Turner fields it cleanly, and that's the second out. And here's Christian Yelich now. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Leading up for the Nationals.
Now here's the first
The
offering.
first baseman,
Josh Bell will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Gallo has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. Digging in next, Starlin Castro. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Now the pitch. And he got him.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Victor Robles digging in now. As the first pitch to him's a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0.
Hey! I got a ball, 1 strike. Ball 2. The count is 2-1.
No runs, just 1 hit and 2 errors on the Washington line score. 2-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The pitch. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0. Striding in is Fernando Tatis Jr. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats. This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Now a swing and a little soft liner to the left side, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Another one sent foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hot shot to third. He's right there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Robles. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. Next to hit is Joey Gallo. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Oh,
and that's
my
into the corner of
goodness.
foul ball and right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a sinker's in there for a called strike,
No
and
ball,
he
two
forges
strikes.
ahead 0-2. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And this ball's right past him at first base. And he is in there. Now at the plate, here is Eugenio Suarez, singled in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. One left for Toronto, but they lead it 1-0. Here's the catcher, Jan Gomes, to start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Gomes, only one of a handful of pro ball players from Brazil. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command. 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Josh Harrison is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He comes in with that average down to the 240s, 3 homers and 28 RBIs. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 0-2. Fouled off. Again, another foul ball. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trey Turner. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They still trail 1-0. Ryan Harper is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33, Ron.
New inning set to get underway, and next will be the power-hitting catcher, Salvador Perez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started it with the change, and it's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So one away now in the Toronto 7th. And up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. One out, nobody on. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. And he strikes him out as well. So two punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
George Springer the next to hit. As, oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. It's strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 1-0. So here is Luis Garcia. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first down. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. Juan Soto to the plate now. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
And he falls behind 0-2. Now the pitch. Hit in the air out to center field. After it is Yelich. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
In there, 1-1.
And that's got to fire you up right there, boys. This guy has been on the bump all game. Now it's late, and he's still throwing challenge pitch after challenge pitch. Think he's feeling frisky?
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail this one 1-0. begin the 8th, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu.
The second baseman,
And now the first pitch. Back up the middle. And into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. No plate discipline that time. He's in the hole now, 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Every run helps late in the game. And with this one on the board, they're now up 3 and only need 6 outs to end it. They've got a little room for error, and I'm sure they'd like to add to that even more if they can.
Jeremy Jeffress is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. At the plate now, Fernando Tatis Jr. This will go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. They could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's
now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-1.
Nope.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
No outs, nobody on.
Nope.
That misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And a sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Next to hit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 2-for-3 thus far. He's set and the pitch. Jeffress, originally from the state of Virginia. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clowns. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
Stepping in now, Joey Gallo. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Down and away, ball 1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
From the stretch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
A pause, and the 0-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 3-0 in favor of the Jays.
Freaking bomb is what it was.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's Starlin Castro. No hits to this point. And it's fouled away.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 1-0 pitch on the way. Popped him up. Perez shading to his right. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And that means the catcher, Yan Gomes, bats next. A high fastball is in there.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And wow, they do get the 3rd out after all. That's a heads-up play. Nationals leave 1. They trail it here 3-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Daniel Hudson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Alex Avila is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Salvador Perez is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 now from Hudson. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. Well, that slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
And he fouls this one off.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit in this at-bat right here.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate, Noah Syndergaard, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swinging a soft liner, and an easy play out there as this is taken for the second out. Next to stand in is George Springer, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. First pitch on the way as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one.
Step out of the box and wash that one off, because that was an ugly swing.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
High in the air down the right field line. Schwarber is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And the next to bat will be the left-handed hitting catcher, Alex Avila.
Alex Avila.
Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Pitch on its way to Avila. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
So now to the plate, Trey Turner. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Hard ground ball to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
And she'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Gallo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And stepping in, Juan Soto. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, and that they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a
whatever.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
3-0 to him now. From the belt, the pitch. And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1. Very weakly on the ground.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Again, he sends it out of play. Last strike now for the Nats. Popped him up. Perez waits on it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
I'm taking a quick snack break. That's all I can say.
Win. Toronto took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Noah Syndergaard earns win number 15 on the year, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Joe Ross is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 3 hits, 3 errors. They also left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Nationals Park, 41,339. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.
Alright, everyone, give me 1 more minute. Just gonna go get a drink, and I'll be back. Alright, and we're back. Excuse me.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. How much money do you have? Before, after? Like, I don't get it. Oh, it's how much money I will have spent if I sign them. $20 fucking million a year. 31 million a year. Oh, I can make that offer easily. What if we put you at like 4? No, I meant to put about 5. Okay. What does this guy want? Oh, heck yeah. Okay, we'll worry about these other ones after. You know what, actually? You can offer to Syndergaard, and that's it. I guess I can't afford the contract. Never mind. So just give me a minute here, everyone, and just... Ace versus Ace. Strasburg.
Afternoon baseball now from the banks of the Anacostia River and Nationals Park here in Washington. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Washington Nationals.
We are not in the
Alongside
same
Dan
division.
Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
It's interleague baseball. Next on the show, Steven Strasburg is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Here's George Springer, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Okay, just gonna have a drink, puff, and then we'll continue.
Center fielder.
Oh.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Roll. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
Hit on the ground out to short. Turner has it. A quick out number 1. Now a moment as we take starting 9 for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on DJ LeMahieu. You know, he's driving in a lot of runs. With runners in scoring position, he's hitting over 350. That tells me he thrives in those moments. He enjoys it. We'll see if he gets an opportunity to perform with runners on base in this one.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Currently sits 8th in the American League in home runs entering play.
Yeah, but no home runs over his last 10 games. And we'll see if he gets off the schneid in this one.
Have to be careful with this guy, though, D-Roll. No home runs in his last 10. That doesn't mean a whole lot. This guy can hit the ball at the ballpark any day, anywhere when he's swinging the bat well.
On to first, and a good start to the afternoon. 2 away. So now to the plate, Christian Yelich. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Strasburg comes set. Here comes the first pitch. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Now the 0-1.
Ball left outside.
Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. Timeout.
Out, nobody on. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And that one yanked just foul. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, and now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, he was awfully good in his last one, only allowing 2 hits and pitching deep into the game in his last start to pick up the win. It'll be interesting to see if he can do that in back-to-back outings.
So stepping in is Trey Turner. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Nationals, the shortstop.
Pitch on the way.
Turner.
And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Drilled down the line. And there's one away.
Batting second.
Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Batting third, the left fielder.
Here now is Juan Soto. First at bat for him as he enters play number 3 in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's just 1 for 6. First pitch of the AB now.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
2-0, here it is. Swung on, missed. 2-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Now the 2-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Time for a look at the curly W on D. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
To the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away. Here's Joey Gallo now. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Seared down the first baseline. A dive, but it's off his glove. And the first on his own is Bell, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2, and we are tied 0-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's got 2 hits in 19 tries. He's taken him deep once. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's outside.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting fifth, the first
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know right fielder profiles as a huge offensive producer, but this guy covers a ton of ground all the way to the foul line with a strong throwing arm.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey into the second deck and gone. Solo home run here off the bat of Josh Bell. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So here's Starlin Castro. Good look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Comes in near right at 260. 8 home runs and 44 RBIs. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
As he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Washington. And now, Eugenio Suarez. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 2-1 on its way.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
And up steps Salvador Perez. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Left fielder looking up, still going back. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Standing in now, Jacob DeGrom, as it's on the ground toward the hole. Castro's able to get there, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
George Springer the next to hit. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
The 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Nope.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Strasburg comes set. 2-2 on its way. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
There's ball four.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
So the next to bat will be DJ LeMahieu. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that's the third out. Jays answer right back with this solo home run. We played 2.5, all even at 1 apiece. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's had a lot of success, 7 for 11. First pitch of the AB on its way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Gomes, only one of a handful of pro ball players from Brazil. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And that's over. 2-1.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
3-1 to Yan Gomes.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
In now, Steven Strasburg, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Turner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Nationals gone in order. We played 3 full. We're tied at 1. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the flip to a hustling Strasburg covering at the bag for the out.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
So here's the cleanup hitter. Fernando Tatis Jr. comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. Good curveball there. Gets the swing and miss.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
This is foul right side. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Here comes the 1-2. Is in there. A called strike 3.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ripped down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. 0-2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And another foul ball. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Castro has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. And now here is Luis Garcia, flew out last time up.
The third baseman, Luis Garcia.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
I got a ball, one
Swing
strike.
and a miss, 1-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Hit out towards second. And that's out number one. Now to bat, Juan Soto, who went down on strikes in his last at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's through first and hustling for second. The throw is wild and it gets away. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. 0-1, here it comes. Soto stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. 0-2. Here it is.
Nope.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The set and the 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way. And they're going to grab the lead here as this is down for extra bases. And that'll bring home the runner from third to make this a 2-1 ball game. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
All right.
I guess that's what you call a one-man game. Blasted a home run earlier in the game and gets the double this time around. If he can get a little help from his friends, they could do some serious damage.
Here's Starlin Castro. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Over to first, and that retires the side.
Well, that guy's got both the runs for them.
On this RBI double.
Gonna have to be a little more careful when I pitch to this guy, I guess.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Joey Gallo. First pitch of the AB on its way. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. The pitch.
That's out.
Come on.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the first out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see there on the graphic, his total good for 5th best in the National League. Next to dig in, Eugenio Suarez struck out in his last trip to the plate. Now here's the first offering.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Okay.
Count to Suarez.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Stays alive, still 0-2.
That's kind of weird, but
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Down the 3rd baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Salvador Perez.
weird that the
Base is empty, 2 away.
I don't know
And up
guy.
next, the former
I could
World
about.
Series hero,
I was
Salvador
like
Perez.
I was like every WS winners. I was like I don't know. Oh, and then they finally included me World Series winner.
Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Our score set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Victor Robles.
Victor.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. One gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. A high fastball is in there.
0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yelich is under it. 2 gone.
The pitcher, number 37. He's there.
So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah.
2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And it's fouled away. struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They lead it 2-1. So here now's the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And now the first pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Turner is there. 1 down.
The center fielder.
1 out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that brings in George Springer. First pitch coming. Here it is.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Hit hard to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Hit in the air down the right field line. Schwarber will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that
can't
ends
get
the
anything
inning.
going.
1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're down 2-1.
I think I'm just going to simulate the rest of the game. Kind of over it. Aw, whatever. Alright, whatever.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Nationals took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Steven Strasburg pitches his way to a team-leading 12th win of the year. Brad Hand.
Alright, well that's going to be it for now. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a good day or night wherever you are. Like and subscribe to B Gaming. It'd be much appreciated. Trying to get the viewers up, get the subscribers up. Like, comment, favorite the video, all that type of stuff if you like it. Hit the bell icon to get notified whenever I do new videos. Try to do new videos as much as I can. Take care. Stay safe. And until next time, peace.